Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and in today's video we have episode 25 of our Pittsburgh Penguins franchise mode here in NHL 25. And in today's video we have the 2030-31 NHL playoffs, where we will be taking on the New Jersey Devils. So before we look at the Devils, looking at our team here, only made one trade at the trade deadline. That was bringing in JT Comfort. Good defensive forward, can play up and down that bottom six. I think that was a good move. Outside of that, defensively, forwards, everything stayed the same. So now let's go take a look at this New Jersey team. Spoiler alert, they are a very, very stacked franchise at the moment. They are still led by Jack Hughes, who is now up to a 96 overall. Still have Heischer, even the bottom six, a lot of very good defensive two-way players, led by Hughes and Nemec on the defense, Casey, Nelson there as well. The one weak spot may be goaltending, but 82 overall, sometimes those are the guys that play the best in game. And then just before we get into it, with this being a playoff episode, if we are for whatever reason eliminated early, there is going to be a screen just playing some music at the end. That is to avoid spoilers. I don't want to go out like in the first round, the video will be like 10 minutes long, and you guys see that and you know instantly what happens in the playoffs. So if there is extra time added, that is why. But with all that being said, let's jump into the NHL playoffs here. Game 1 against the New Jersey Devils. We have home ice in this series. Let's go. First period, 3-1 New Jersey. Doc gets our lone goal. In the second, Koivunen adds one back. Not enough though. And in the third, they take game number 1, 6-3. Okay, so that is not an ideal start. Going down 6-3 at home. Hopefully it was just the guys having an off night. It happens. Let's go ahead here. Let's go to game 2. Let's see if this team can answer and get onto the board. Don't know why this simulation is taking forever. It's super weird. Alright, game number 2. I'm not going to make any changes just yet. If we lose here, we might have to. First period, 2-1 Devils. Roslovic gets our lone goal of the period. Hey, in the second, there we go. Martone, Callahan. We are up 3-2. In the third, we hold that lead. Okay. Much better result. So maybe it was just a bad game. It happens there, going down 6-3 in game 1. Let's continue on to game number 3 here. We'll be taking this series to New Jersey, the Prudential Center. Let's see if we can steal one on the road. Here we go in New Jersey. First period, 1-1. Jesper Bratt, Marco Rossi. Second period, 4-1. Hughes puts up 2, Bratt another goal. And in the third, they take this one 5-1. Okay, so going down 2-1 here. I think it's going to be time that we have to look at all the stats and make a few changes here. Nothing super drastic, but we need to see what's working and what's not. Okay, so going over to our player stats here. Plus minus. Let's take a look at that here first. That's what I'm most concerned about. Koivunen -4, Trethwaite. Okay, so that defensive pairing is not working. Moore -2. Everyone else outside that's a -1. So that kind of tells me that it's just that one pairing that's really struggling at the moment that we have to do something about no matter what. So let's go to the defense. So let's just go Lindgren and Koivunen will swap. Trethwaite, he's been a little bit underwhelming for us. If he doesn't turn it around in this playoffs, maybe an off-season move will be made there. Forward-wise, is there anything we really want to do? Honestly, maybe let's shake up the bottom six. We'll move Costi down. Does he have any face-off ability? He does not. Okay. So Appleton, and then we'll swap him with Roslovic. I know Appleton not a center. He used to play that in real life. Nothing on the draw. And Gabe Perreault, same thing. Okay, so for now we're going to leave it. It's the fourth line. Hopefully they can survive. But maybe those few lineup changes will spark this team in some way. So must-win game here, down 2-1 in the series. First period in New Jersey, 1-0. Christian Dvorak opens up the scoring. Second period, 2-1. Teams trading goals, Fabry and Martone. And in the third period, nothing. The New Jersey Devils will take this game 3-1. Okay, so just like that, we are on the verge of elimination. This team is not scoring goals, and yeah, I don't know why. So I think we have to make some more changes again. Just throw everything at the wall. In a win or go home situation, that's what we have to do. Okay, so Callahan, you're moving down. Kirby Doc, you're going up to that top line. And outside of that, like, JT Comfer. I don't really want to move up Lucius or Roslovic. Like, those guys can't play up higher in the lineup. Comfer, honestly, is probably fine on the third line. Let's switch Appleton, Lucius there. Lucius hasn't impressed me as much as I thought he may. I thought he'd be similar to a Rossi that could just spike an overall and play really good. Hasn't worked so far. Defensively, Pickering, you're going up. Lindgren, you're going down. Just shake up everything here. And here we go. This is a must-win game number 5, down 3-1 in the series. First period, 1-0 Penguins. Porter Martone on the power play, our captain. Let's go. Second period, 2-1 Devils. Okay, let's just resume the simulations here. Times 8. We're down 1 goal in the third period. And just like that, Maddox Schultz ties this game up. That is huge. Power play for Pittsburgh goes nowhere. We are about halfway through this game. 39-32 are the shots. But we need a goal. Come on, guys. 2 minutes. 1 minute, 13 seconds. And we are going to overtime. Resume the simulation. We need the goal or we are going home. And just like that, the Pittsburgh Penguins, Kirby Dach, gets promoted to that first line, wins this game in overtime. Okay, just like that, we are back in this series. We're heading back to New Jersey. Let's steal a game on the road, and let's bring this home for 7. Not making any changes here. We played good in this last game. Let's go out there and do that once again. First period here in New Jersey, 2-0 Penguins, Roslovic and Appleton, the bottom 6. Let's go. Second period, Stevenson adds 1 goal back for them. Resume simulation here in the third. Power play for the Penguins goes nowhere. And New Jersey, just like that, Nico Hischier ties this game up at 2. Power play New Jersey, and Jack Hughes scores on the power play. 2-0 lead is now cut to a 3-2 deficit. What is this team doing? Come on, we need a goal. And just like that, New Jersey adds 4-2, and that is going to be our season. Finishes off actually 5-2 in game number 6. So the Pittsburgh Penguins are eliminated here in the first round. Something that we haven't really been able to see in this series. We've had some good runs. 2 Stanley Cup finals, a conference finals, I believe, but now it is our first round exit. Looking at all our individual point scores, Porter Martone, 5 leading the way. Dach had 4, was a -4. Rossi was a -5. William Moore, -6. What the heck? Did not catch that. Wow. Defensively, Trethway, -7. Okay, so he has to go at some point. It just hasn't been a fit. And Ivan Kovac, it's not been great. I don't know if that's more team performance around him or if that was just him not playing well. Okay, so let me go simulate the rest of the NHL playoffs. I will come back to you guys once we have a Stanley Cup winner. The New York Islanders in this universe get it done as they beat the Anaheim Ducks in 4 games to capture the Stanley Cup. So looking at the playoff tree there, the Devils, the team that beat us, fell to the Islanders right after that, so it is definitely unfortunate. Going through all the awards here, I don't think there's going to be anything here for us. Ivan Kovac maybe for Vezina? No, Wallstedt gets it. He had a good season, but not a great one. And outside of that, yeah, nothing else for us. Matthews and Pastrnak taking home a good majority of the awards. So let's sim toward the NHL draft here. Calgary wins the draft lottery. New York Rangers go from 5 to 2, and Dallas from 2 to 3. Player retirement here. I don't think there's anyone here for us, but we will take a look. Kopitar on Buffalo. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Penguins legend for all of 20 games, Anze Kopitar. Calls it a career. John Tavares, Nikita Kucherov, Artemi Panarin. A ton of superstars in this league calling it a career. Oh, and JT Compher, guy we got at the trade deadline, 570 points, ends his career with Pittsburgh. And yeah, outside of that, a lot of big names, just kind of scrolling through it. Goalies, Connor Hellebuyck, 452 wins, Linus Ullmark, John Gibson, and even Tristan Jarry down there. The guy we started our series with is now out of the league. So coaches, Anze Kopitar becomes a coach, could bring him in potentially. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm interested here. What do we do at the NHL entry draft? We had a good regular season. We're a young team. I think we're on the rise here, but obviously it wasn't enough this first round. So looking at our draft board, what's our pick going to be this year? Pick 25. So that's definitely a later first. I don't know if we maybe want to just trade that pick, package him in Trethway, try and get somebody, a better, maybe elite defenseman. I don't know if that would maybe make sense. going to around that range. You have Ranta, could be medium elite. I doubt it. They're 3 years out. Probably just medium top 6. You have Watton there, same thing. Yeah, 3 years out. And yeah, Scouts kind of let us down here, I gotta say. But that's a look at the NHL draft class for this upcoming year. We have to remember we have Julian in the system too. Probably, hopefully going to make this team. Expiring, we have Broberg Pickering. So Broberg, what would he want to come back? He was actually decent. 5.4. Not on the bottom pairing here, unfortunately. And Owen Pickering, he wants 3.75. It's more manageable. It's a lot, but maybe just because he was a Pittsburgh draft pick starting this series with him. Outside of that, nothing too crazy here for guys that we have to sign. For skaters and goalies, you know, everything's looking all right. Maybe we look to go and get an upline on that third line center. Lucius wasn't really doing it for me this year. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I definitely want to make some moves on that defense. I want to bolster that a bit more, really make it a strength of this team. We have a good top 2 in Koivunen and Hensler, but outside of that, I don't know. Maybe we can make some moves there and change that scenery up. But overall, that is going to do it for today's episode. The playoff episode here with your Penguins. Definitely a disappointing end for sure. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be playing some music here probably 20 minutes or so. Get this video to be just under half an hour, just to try and avoid those spoilers for people clicking on the video. But that is going to do it here for me today. I will see you all in the next video.